What's up, guys? Welcome back to If I Do Say So Myself. And I definitely do say so myself. So, you see two people. Oh, no. How are you guys? I mean, I've not asked you how you're doing. Are you guys okay? Are you guys fine? Are you having a good day? What's happening? Personally, I'm good. I'm having a good day. So, I hope you too. I'll definitely share the energy, but yeah. So you see two people kissing in public, yeah? And you're so alarmed and you wonder and your heart starts beating in shame for them. And you start fearing for them and you start feeling bad for them. You even look around to see if someone else is watching. But you're not the one doing it though. I feel like that's such a culture in Uganda. I want to say Africa, but Uganda specifically is what I want to target. It's such a scary culture in Uganda because the narrative is, as an African, why are you showing so much affection? Why are you doing too much? Why are you showing us that this person is your lover? Why are you holding hands? Why are you kissing in public? Like, all of this is the case, right? But I am so confused by this every time people bring it up because I'm like, we're okay coping everything else that is very white, that is very Western, but we are not okay coping affection. We're not okay with affection. When it comes to affection, that's where we draw the line. Make that make sense? Because personally, I don't think it makes any sense. I think we are underplaying ourselves. We're underplaying ourselves and we're doing so. Let me give you a typical example of an African family, yeah? An African family will have the mom and the dad. It's a very stable family. It's a very happy family. They're not doing bad. They have everything they need. The provision is there. The dad is available. The mom is available. The kids are very respectful, yeah? But you will never at any point see the mom and the dad holding hands or just being close to each other. The mom will be seated here, the dad will be seated over there, and that's just how it is, right? We just know that's how it is. But somehow that family is going to have like 20 children. And you're like, okay, you guys look like you don't even care about each other. Like you're not passionate about each other, but somehow babies keep popping out. Somehow more children, we keep getting more siblings coming here and there, and it's okay, but it still doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we have evolved as a culture, as a country, as a continent. There's been so much evolution, there's been so much change. There have been things that were not really initially African culture, but we've managed to take them and absorb them and receive them and be appreciative of them. But when it comes to affection, when it comes to showing love, that's where we're like, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe that's not for us. I have a friend who keeps saying, those things are white people things. Those things are white people things. But we are copying everything else that is white people thing. And somehow you expect to be romantic in your relationship, right? So you're trying to be romantic, but you can't hold your partner's hand. You cannot just show them off and let the world see that you are happy to be with them. And that's a conversation that I feel like we are comfortable dismissing, but somehow we are curious as well, because I am sure as a country we are curious, but also I feel like we're not very welcoming or very receptive of affection. And I still don't know what part of African culture has that. Maybe it was the fact that at some point people would get married off without their consent. At a young age, you're being married off, or maybe it's based on how sometimes it was marriage that you didn't fall in love. You were just pre-planned everything. They bring you a husband. Before you know it, you're going to your home. Like 2 days before your marriage, your parents are just like, you know what? Someone is coming to visit. Prepare yourself because you're about to be given away. So it could be that. I don't know, but it could be that. But I think it's something that is so easy to evolve with. And I'm not saying, well, let's do the most. I'm not saying let's undress in public. I'm not saying let's do the nasties in public. No. I'm just saying it's okay to be passionate. Yeah, it's okay to love your partner. It's okay to give them a peck on the cheek. It's okay to hold their hand. It's okay to hug them for a long time. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes I feel like even though we have that happening already, we still have people that are cringe about it. So once they see someone, so it's not even about the people that are okay doing it. It's about the people that are not okay with it and think it's weird. So they look at you and they're like, what are they doing? What are they doing kind of vibe, right? But affection is one of those things that every human deserves to experience. I'm a very, very, very true believer that every human being is a love being. What does that even mean? A love being means every human is literally born or made to love and to be loved. So equally, they're supposed to feel love. Equally, they're supposed to, have these experiences. And if we look at love languages, people keep saying, "Oh, my love language is physical touch," but you cannot hug your partner in public, but you cannot make it make sense, right? And that's what is very confusing. So for me, I think we should deconstruct as a country, as a nation, as a continent. We should deconstruct the thinking, the feeling that maybe PDA is not something that we should adapt to, or it's not, because PDA is not really the extreme of things. It's just about being affectionate. It's about being nice to each other. It's about showing each other that I care about you. I like to show you off. I like people to see you the way I see you. I adore you. For me, that's my understanding of PDA. So the extremities, of course, are there. The extremities will come in. But that's not our greatest problem. Our greatest problem is the scared bit of us failing to show love to our partners, to the people that we care about. And yeah, that's why we still find it weird when we see two men holding their hands. Like, for me, I don't see a problem with that. Why are we uncomfortable because a man is hugging another man for a long time? Okay, it could be weird, but no, I don't think it's a weird thing, because affection really is just affection. It's just care, it's just passion, it's just love, and it's very okay. So I'm advocating for everyone who thinks they can't try PDA, or they're comfortable with PDA, or just people that want to show affection and be expressive of the love. Because I know so many people that are very expressive, and then there are people that, like myself, I'm not an expressive person when it comes to all of those romantic things. I'm not very expressive about it. But small gestures are the ones that, filling the gaps, and it's very okay. And yeah, of course, you could be wondering, what is PDA? PDA is literally, it's public display of affection. So from the word itself, there's maybe the public, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Everything is just accurate. You're basically just showing your partner, I care about you, I'm affectionate towards you, I love your company, I love spending time with you. And who doesn't like love? Who doesn't love love? Even the ones that say that, love, what is it that people keep saying? Love is a scam, love is something like that. And yeah, it could be a scam. But okay, let's leave out the romantic side of it. Let's talk about parents and African parents and our family members and all that. The families that don't even hug, the families that shake hands and the agenda is done, the families that actually don't shake hands. And it sounds extreme, but it's true. The families that don't have any form of way to show affection to each other. And that's why you find it's a very common saying where Africans will say, Ugandans will say, my father has never said I love you to me. My mother has never said I love you to me, because we still believe as Africans it's strange to show affection, to be vulnerable with our feelings, which for me is very confusing, because at the end of the day, everybody needs to be loved. Everybody needs to share a level of compassion. So if we're okay unlearning all these African cultures, all these things, and adopting to things that actually make more sense, then why is it that when it comes to love and affection, it's where we draw the line? So of course, go ahead today, call your parent, call your mother, call your sister, tell them you love them, just to get their reaction, but also to just build onto the culture, because it means so much when someone says I love you, and it's someone that actually means something to you. The word itself will not carry so much weight if it's coming from someone you don't care so much about, or someone you don't love as much, or someone you don't care about as much. But once it's coming from someone you love, the entire story changes. Everything is better, everything feels good. Now you're like, that's about it. And it's as simple as that. Show love, care for your neighbor, even your neighbors. Say nice things to your neighbors, and let's see, the world is definitely going to be a better place. But for now, let's take a break and come back shortly. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back from that very, very short break. And just to remind you again, we are being sponsored by Unex Logistics. Unex Logistics. So make sure you check us out and make sure that we transport your cargo for you. But for now, we're back to the conversations of PDA and love and affection and sharing, showing compassion to each other. And I want to say that one of the things why relationships get to be shaky or better is all dependent on how you show affection to each other. Because at the end of the day, you're both different individuals, right? You have your hustles, you have your worries, you're going to work, you have your stress, but the smallest level of affection could change the entire thing. So for me, I keep wondering, why is it very hard for us to share such emotions, for us to be open up to that emotion? And it's not really hard. I don't think it's hard. It's just not something we are acquainted to. It's not something we're used to seeing around. It's not something we have experienced as much. And yeah, you could be the first person to start. Just call your neighbor, compliment them. And it's the craziest thing, because once you experience compliments from strangers, that's when you realize that it's different. Because once you meet someone and out of the blue, they're just like, oh, you have beautiful skin, or oh, you're... What compliments do they even give, guys? Like, I'm trying to find something that is male-centered and it's not coming. But for a guy, it could be like, oh, you have a nice haircut, or you have a nice body, or I like your height. Very simple things can definitely make people's days better. And do I think the world is a better place with love and more love? Yeah, of course I do think that. And that's why I say, you should show more love, express more love, be nice to your neighbors. And I feel like that so much transitions into emotions and how we understand emotions. Because the people, like I said, I'm not a very expressive person when it comes to that sector, but expression of emotions does not only start with you how do we even put it, being in a relationship with someone. It starts with how you relate to people on a daily basis. There are people that will cry their hearts out because they're heartbroken, but they will not say a word to the person that actually did that to them. And it all comes down to how we understand affection, how we think about affection, how we relate to affection. Do we think it's supposed to be, for specific kinds of relationship, for specific people, for specific interactions, which I don't really agree with, because at the end of the day, people should publicly show how much they love each other. Not just other people, but yourself too, because everything you do basically shows how much you love yourself. So the fact that you love yourself, you can be able to show love to other people. So maybe start with yourself. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself, you know what? I love you. I love you. That's gonna be weird for sure, but just saying it out loud makes a difference. So yeah, I am advocating for a better place and for love and for more affection, and of course a lot more expression when it comes to love. People keep saying men are nonchalant now, but what is causing that entire nonchalant? It's just because we're not comfortable expressing our emotions anymore. That's why people still think love is a scam, because we have destroyed the understanding of love and affection, and we have failed to actually package it in a way where we can still understand love and share love and be part of the love. So I still say it, and I still will say, every human being deserves to be loved. Every human being needs to experience love. So what are you waiting for? Go show love to your neighbor, go show love to your friends. Make sure you're just more expressive. Show it either physically, buy them a gift, compliment them. Very simple things actually make the entire difference. So yeah, show love to your neighbors. I am advocating for PDA. Make sure you are publicly showing. I am very proud of people that I see. Okay, that's not probably enough, but people that I see posting their partners all the time, I'm like, wow, what the courage, what the bold. That's very impressive. I mean, I might not be the one doing it, but it's still very encouraging. I have friends that got married like 3 years ago, but these guys celebrate their love like it just happened last week, like they're just going for honeymoon. And I feel like that's just kind of how love should feel like. The constant reminder that, oh, I love you, even to yourself, obviously. Constant reminder, I love you, I adore you, I respect you, I understand you, I hear you. And yeah, today I feel a lot of love. So I'm advocating for love. Let's go love ourselves publicly. Let's deconstruct and unlearn the thinking that public display of affection is only something that should be done by white people. Even yourself, go out, hold hands with your partner, give them a hug, hold them on the shoulder, give them a peck on the cheek, on the forehead, whatever you prefer, whatever you're comfortable with. But there should be some level of love, some level of public display of affection, and generally, because I mean, even as a Christian, I believe, I'm not very well versed with the Quran, but I think even Muslims would agree that love is really a universal language. And I think even Muhammad would agree. Even Muhammad would agree to us loving each other, because clearly the Bible already says that God is love. And if God is love and God is in us, you get, like, it's already a natural thing that you have inside of you. So just go ahead and show love, be affectionate, make sure that you are publicly displaying your affection for your people. Anyways, you've been on If I Do Say So Myself, and I do say so myself, that you should go out and show love and be affectionate, because why not? Nobody's gonna beat you, you're grown. Nobody's gonna beat you, nobody's gonna punish you. And honestly, if you think about it, nobody even cares. If you're overthinking it, then you're the problem, because nobody cares. Even the one who is looking will forget about it, will never remember you. They're probably a stranger, but they might also be inspired to do the same thing. So go show love, be publicly affectionate, love yourself, love your neighbor, and generally it will be a better world, a better earth, a better Uganda, or whatever. But yeah, either way, you've been listening to If I Do Say So Myself. I've been your host, Fasi Tawe, and I'm hoping to see you in the next episode. Don't forget, our sponsor is Unex Logistics. So make sure you check us out and let us transport your cargo. Either way, have a good day and catch you.